everybody, it's Holly and welcome back to my channel. So today we are continuing on with Christmas in July, and so this is what we're going to be making today. It's just a cute little notebook with a fun pad of paper in there. You know, this would be so ideal for, you know, making Christmas lists or all the things that you need to get done at Christmas time. And it has a cute pocket over here on the side that you could put tags or cards. I got this cute idea from Sherry, the Paper Posh lady. She has so many fun things on her channel. You should go check her out. She made a darling little spring notebook, and I thought, wouldn't that be so fun, and wouldn't it come in handy at Christmas time? So the fun thing with this is it is made with wrapping paper, and wrapping paper is so great because it's much larger than a 12 by 12 paper. And so it opens up a lot of your options when you're making bigger type projects. So let's go ahead and get started with Christmas in July, making this adorable little notebook. So what you will need, let me bring in my supplies. You're going to need some wrapping paper, okay? And there are so many darling Christmas wrapping papers out there. So can you imagine the possibilities with this? But you'll want to get a piece of wrapping paper that is 10 by 15 inches, okay? Then you're going to want to get some chipboard. And you'll need two pieces that are 6 by 8 3/4. And then for your spine, you'll need to take a piece that is 8 3/4 by 1 inch. The other thing that you'll need for our liner, which is right here, the liner for the inside is 8 3/8 by 12 inches. And then the last thing that you'll need is just a piece of cardstock. This is going to make our pocket. And our pocket is 5 1/2 by 5 1/2. So let's just jump right in and get started. I'm going to set everything aside. And we'll bring in our chipboard. Now 15 by 10 is actually plenty of paper, you know, so if you have just a little bit less, we're going to be cutting it down. So today I'm just going to use my Tombow mono adhesive. I think with wrapping paper, if you were to use glue, there's a pretty good chance that it would bubble. You know how that sometimes does with glue, and this is such thin paper that I think if you're doing this project, you're probably going to be better off using some type of adhesive. So let's go ahead and get this down. So how are you guys doing today? It's fun making Christmas crafts in July. You know, it's hot outside and we're making Christmas. I just love it. Alrighty, so we'll just take our wrapping paper and we're going to put this, about right there in the center. Then let's take our spine. Let's find our spine. There it is. Sorry. And we'll get that down. I'm just going to put the spine about 1/8 of an inch. You want it fairly close to your chipboard. Okay, let's put our last one down. Have you guys ever used this Tombow mono adhesive? I love it. I get mine at Joann's. But I do wait until they put it on sale, and then I just buy a ton of refills because I really like using this. Okay, we're gonna once again just put it about 1/8 of an inch from that. There we go. Now I've got so much paper that I'm just going to, well, we can cut it down. What I'm first going to do is just miter the edges. And by mitering the edges, you're just taking out the bulk of the paper. So first I'm going to cut some of this off. We have a lot of extra. But now I'm just going to cut across this edge. Now you don't want to cut right up to the chipboard or your chipboard is going to show. but you want to cut pretty close to it. And let's just go ahead and do that on all 4 corners, just almost up to that chipboard. Almost up to that chipboard. And I really like this wrapping paper. It was so cute because it had the cute Santa pattern on the front and then the cute polka dot on the back. Alrighty, now we're just going to add some adhesive on here and then fold up our paper. One thing with this is you want to make sure that you get adhesive really good on the edges so that it stays down. Okay, now we're just going to fold this down. When I fold it down, I like to pull it and kind of stretch it. Okay, let's do this corner. So I'm just kind of pulling my wrapping paper. And do you see how that makes just such a nice edge right there? Okay, pull my paper. And last one, pull my paper. And okay. Looking good. Now I'm just going to take, you could use a bone folder or a spatula. Just get right in there and kind of crease that so the paper will bend. And I'm just going to fold it over. And there is our cute little cover. Isn't that just adorable? And it's so fast. Okay, now let's go ahead and take our inner lining. This is going to lay just on top. Once again, it's 8 3/8 by 12 inches. I'm going to get adhesive on here. You know, at Christmas especially, I mean, I'm a list person. I make lists for everything. But especially at Christmas, you know, all the either the Christmas lists on things you have to do or things you have to buy or, you know, fun gifts that you're thinking of for other people. That's why I think this notepad would just be so fun to give. Not only fun, but very useful. Okay, I'm going to stand up to do this to kind of get it right on the center. Okay, and then I'm going to take my bone folder again and just run that down to help the fibers in the paper bend. Okie doke. Let's see, now I'm just going to kind of push this. Got a little bit of a wrinkle there. I think it'll be okay. Okay, so there is our darling book. Now let's go ahead and do the inside. Now for the inside, I just took some printer paper, folded it in half and cut it. Okay, these are going to be the perfect size that fit right in our little folder. Now there's a couple different ways that you can make the punch holes. If you have a crocodile, that's probably the best because they go through a lot. You could just use a punch tool. I'm actually going to be using my 2-hole punch. I'm just going to try to center it on here. And hopefully this is going to go through. I think it will. Let's make sure my paper, let's see. About right there looks good. Oh, that went through super, super easy, so no problem at all. Now, I'm just going to punch my papers. I have about 25 papers here, so you could do more or less or, you know, whatever you think. And I am just going today to use some brads to tie this down. With brad, you could actually go back in and add more paper if you wanted. So now the one thing is when you are punching your holes, make sure that you don't get it over here on the spine or the book won't close. Okay, so make sure when you're doing that, that it is centered. These brads are so easy that, yeah, it definitely can be a refillable little notepad. So look how perfect that is. That just fits in there so cute. I'm going to add a cute little saying on here. I think friends are the best present. That will look cute. Just on the front page to make it kind of fun. Okay, now we are going to make a little pocket, and that's where our piece of cardstock comes in, which is 5.5 by 5.5. And I am just going to take a scrap extra piece of paper, and we are going to cover our cardstock. And I think I'll use the polka dot side because that will be kind of cute. So I'm just going to push this aside. Get some adhesive on here. You know, with this wrapping paper, it's so thin that it doesn't take much to stick. And like you saw before, once it's down, it's down. Okay, I'm just gonna, I think I'll just put the paper on and then I'll cut off the extra. I really, really, really like that polka dot. Isn't that cute? Okay, I'm just gonna cut the extra off. So are you guys list makers? Do you make a lot of lists? I find it so helpful. We do a lot of camping, and I don't know where I would be if I didn't have my list to make sure that I had everything. Okay, so there's our cute little pocket that's going to go perfectly just down right there. Now, you can leave it square. I think I'm actually going to take my ruler and cut it off at an angle. Let's see, I think I'll take about that much off. Okay. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, that will be good. Okay, so for your little folder, I have actually found that it's best to use glue on this because a lot of times if you use adhesive, when you stick things down in it, they tend to get stuck. So I'm just going to use a little bit of glue on mine. My hot glue's ready, so that's what we're going to use. So we've got the pocket down. I just want to make sure that things slide in and out good. Yeah, that's good. Let's do a little bit of decorating. I like this cute wish. I thought that would be really fun on it. I was having so much fun going through my Christmas stash. It was like I was shopping. That wish is cute because it's a little bit of pop-up foam, so it's dimensional. And then I thought I would just add a little tag on here. You know, one of my favorite things, I don't know if you have seen all the cute tags that Dollar Tree puts out. As soon as they put them out, grab them because they're glittered and they're sparkly, and I always just love, love, love the tags that I find there. I think that will be kind of cute right there. So let's get that down. And I think I'll even just leave that cute little ribbon on there. Okay, let's add maybe, do we need a little sticker? Let's add a little sticker onto here. I'm thinking, let's see, maybe that Christmas tree. You know, this first page is going to be ripped off, but it's more just for, you know, the look when they open it and see how adorable this is. So there we go. Okay, so there's our cute inside. And let's put some, I actually have some little cards here. I'm going to put that down in there. And then let's decorate the front. You know, I loved the polka dot so much that I made this cute bow that kind of coordinates. So I think we'll stick that down. So look how fast that came together. We've got our cute little notebook. It's got a place to stick tags or cards, and then a cute little pad of paper. What a fun little gift to give as a darling notebook. And you saw we put this together in like 10 minutes. So fun. And look at that cute Santa paper. There's our 2 cute little folders. It was so much fun having you here with me. Thanks for joining me. I hope maybe I've given you some ideas of some fun Christmas crafts that you can get started with. So, happy crafting, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.